So OpenAI had its first dev day this week, and like a lot of these things, there was a lot of hype and there was a lot of excitement around it, but there is a major feature that they've developed in terms of these new GPTs, which are micro apps, which is a foretelling of the changes that we're going to see in the way that we use LLMs from a practical basis. There are also all kinds of exciting changes as far as increase in context length from 8 or 32K all the way up to 128K. In human speak, that means that you now have the ability to contextualize around 300 written pages into an individual prompt and make sense of that. That's a huge leap forward, almost 16x. They've reduced processing cost on both the inbound and the outbound, which is going to affect the industry at large. They fixed a bunch of technical bugs. But these GPTs are really exciting because they help users get around sort of the friction that we've seen as far as setting context. Previously, you would have had to spend a great deal of time either using a large single-shot prompt, which I always advise against, a series of structured prompts that lead to context setting and nudging the model in the right direction, and then struggling a little bit with multimodal functionality in terms of integrating voice or DALL-E for images, whatever it is. What they've done with the GPTs is they've unified all of that into micro apps, as it were, or agents is the term that's being used. And agents have specific tasks. They may advise you on specific types of code or specific types of recipes or AI leadership or marketing or whatever it might be. And it allows the creator to set that context, set the rules, draw in additional documents and sources so that it sits in its own sort of corner of the LLM's understanding, and it'll be much higher efficacy as a result. These will also be shareable. They're shareable interpersonally, so I can share an individual bot with a friend or within my organization. And the promise is that they'll also be monetizable through an app store that's coming our way in the next few weeks, which is pretty exciting to think about, but will probably be chaos for a little bit. So, for example, I was able to create the MadBrains bot over here by contextualizing the sort of material and the writings that I've been putting out over the last year into a set of essentially how I and my team think about practical applications of AI right now. And then I was able to set boundaries around it through a series of structured prompts, such that when somebody steps into the agent, it's going to be more bounded as opposed to be going completely wild. As always, recommend that you check it out. It's included in the Plus subscription, which is pretty astonishing that for $20 you get access to this thing. One caveat, like almost all of the recent releases, it's taking a long time to roll out to people. In the left-hand bar, click on Explore, and then you'll see that there's a GPTs item at the top. It's likely grayed out for now. Just keep checking back, and it will come back soon.